Tails, I think it's the best artificial shrimp on the market right now myself. 3.5 pounds, 4.
I want to turn around.
Man, every cast. And as you guys can see, we caught 25 so far. 25 trout, another 3-pounder right here. This is nothing but a 10-pound test fire line. I'm using a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. I think Jeff has 25. We hadn't lost a fish yet, flipping them in a boat.
I missed that thump. That was a nice thump, isn't it? We fished all around that jetty for 2 days down in Panama Beach City. Beautiful jetty. And they had the most trout like scattered everywhere over the grass flats, but you don't just sit there and wear them out anywhere, you know. We didn't catch a single trout on those jetties, and we were using 16th-ounce baits down there and stuff, you know. So we caught a lot of trout in the backwaters, but small trout. We didn't see anything over about, maybe saw a few 2 or 3 pounders, 3-pounders and stuff, but most of them you caught were about a pound. We just,
all the way out here. Look at that.
We just really figured, and maybe at one point of the year they do wear them out on their jetties. We figured it'd be solid on those jetties when we saw them. And knowing the trout that were in the backwaters there.
Get off.
He swallowed it, didn't he? Keep that mud minnow. I don't know, there might be a monster that wants that mud minnow.
Yeah.
Slowly just move that bait. Our baits are just about sitting on the bottom, not even moving them. They're picking them up. We're not even moving our bait, we're just creeping it, just about letting it drift. Ah, missed him. I popped him, he hit it on the, when I set her back down, he hit it. And
this whole place is trout.
Missed him.
Decent one here too, to the right.
Huh?
Decent one here.
I think he messed up my bait when he hit mine. He knocked my bait clean off this. That one will box there. I think I might need a new bait. About 20 trout into it, they've tore that one up. I wonder if the pups are out here this year. Mike's catching those deep water fish. Dink. Don't bring him in the boat. Turn that camera off. Start showing up 1st of November. They can start late October. They usually show up about, last week of October, so 1st of November. It all depends on cold snaps. The cold temperatures, real cold temperatures, pile them out. You got one directional swimmer, don't you?
Yeah.
He's steering you.
That magic number is 60 degrees. That water temperature out here gets in the lower 60s. It's really 60 to 55 is the best. Today it's probably 54 by now. I mean, you see them. And when that water temperature drops below 50, the bite really gets slow on the artificial, and you're definitely going to have to go to the mud minnows or live shrimp presentation.
A decent one, 3 pounds there at Wellcraft.
We had a break in the action there for a while. We had some boaters come in here and drop their anchor just behind us about 3 or 4 times, and it pushed our whole school of fish down the jetty there. It's quieted down here for about 20 minutes, and now some fish are starting to move back here. This place can be aggravating. You're going to get aggravated if you come to the rock jetty. It's a given.
It's a different type of place. It's so well known. You have every like level of angler. You know, folks just starting out, and you have folks that are fishing their entire lives doing it. I've got one of these imitation shrimp I want to try, but this is about 14 foot of water in there, and this shrimp is weighted. It's a Billy Bay shrimp. It's weighted, it's got a really good color, but it doesn't have quite enough weight to really get it down there. So I'm going to put myself a little overhand knot here, about a foot up from that shrimp. Try to take a split shot or two, some small split shots. Put one in front of that knot. If that split shot slips, come down to that knot and it'll stop. Put 2 of those on there, way up front, out of the way. See if I can get this bait down deep enough to see if it'll work.
Yeah, they move back here. The mullets move
Decent
back.
one there. Whew. Nice one there. Good solid 3.
4-pounder. You call everybody's little until it's yours.
Look at the bait in the water here. The bait's come back forward, fish moved in on them.
That's a good advantage for this 24 Bay Ranger. This boat has 2 nice big live wells. It enables you to call through all these fish and keep the bigger ones.
Without hurting them yet.
Yeah, and we have fish in both live wells. We have some smaller ones up here that we're going to call through. And we hadn't had a fish die yet in the live wells today. I mean, they're just like you just caught them, nice and fresh.
A little better fish. I mean a 2+. That split shot's just enough to make her sink a little bit. Nice fish.
Fish is 3 pound, easy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely 3-pounder there. On the Billy Bay. Billy Bay just sent me a bunch of these, wanted us to try them out. We're fishing a little bit deep water for that bait. That's like a 1/8, it's between an 1/8 and a 1/4 ounce bait, that one. But it's a little deep there, it's like 15 foot. I just stuck a little teeny split shot about a foot up from it, just out of the way, so it didn't affect the way the bait works. And twitched it once or twice. He swallowed her though. He had her way down his mouth, about 3 1/4 to 3.5.
This is something unique.
There's one there.
I never sat here and looked at them.
We've never been able to see them.
Water hadn't been that clear. This water's crystal clear.
This is like it was in Panama here.
Little pink shrimp.
They won't eat this. Nice trout, nice trout. I bet they eat that mud minnow now. I took the hook at them.
Folks were sitting here looking at these trout. The tide's changed, actually slacked up a lot, and it's just starting to come in maybe. It's about 10 o'clock. That's about what, number 60?
Probably 60, yeah.
Yeah. We got a 30 nice 2.5 pound plus. You know, anywhere from 2.5, our biggest today is 3.5. In the live well already.
What a morning. That's all I can say. It was about 30 degrees out this morning. We got out here to Cape Lookout, and very little wind. The wind laid down, the sun come up. It's just gorgeous. The water's gin clear. We're looking at bottom in 10, 12 foot of water. We could see the trout on the bottom. Mike and I were just toward the end of the trip here. We're target casting right to the trout, little pods of trout down there, and went about weightless. Went weightless. Mike started tossing that little, is it a storm?
Storm, yeah.
Little storm, like 3-inch shrimp.
That's a Ricky Kellum special.
That one's for you, Ricky. That, and I was tossing that Billy Bay halo shrimp, a real crystal clear color. That water's real clear today. And I don't know, we probably caught about 70 trout or so.
At least 70. Nice trout.
We kept our limit today. We got our limit of fish in there, about 2 pounds to 3 pounds, maybe a couple over 3 pounds. No monsters today. Didn't really see any giant fish caught, but it was scattered up and down the jetty today. You know, folks catching nice trout. So definitely an October, starts in October, you know, ends in usually January each year. And we didn't have to switch up to live mud minnows today. They were eating, surprisingly, with the water temperature sitting in the low 50s, they were eating artificials pretty good. So.
Most of your jetties along the coast, by the way, hold trout. That's one thing we have in North Carolina that we don't have, you know, that we didn't have in Florida. We fished jetties there that whole week hard and never caught a trout off of them. So about all your jetties, you know, we heard some guys talking about the Beaufort jetty there, and the jetty there to Beaufort Inlet and inside there.
Down south?
Of course, down south, Masonboro Inlet Jetty. They have a great trout, speckled trout, great trout fishery also.
That and any other structure. I mean, there's some places have got, rock walls and stuff inside the inlets, and there's a few places like Oregon Inlet that's got the bridge just inside the inlet there, and any of that structure, deep water structure this time of year. So.